decided by 4 points or less. Unfortunately, for us, this is another typical ACC game. I thought our guys did a pretty good job defensively. I don't know when you guys know this, but the last 5 games, they're shooting something like 42% three-point line. This is just one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country. And so we knew we had to at least do a good job of limiting their percentages that they would make from the three. I was very pleased with that, but as a result of that, we gave up once again some drives to the basket. I think we had like a 12-point lead, maybe, I don't know exactly, 12, 13-point lead there, and we had 4 bad possessions. Up to that point, I thought we had handled the ball pretty well. Our shot selection was good. We leaving the ball and making extra passes, and we weren't making shots, but I thought our execution was good. But we had an execution problem during that period. They came down and made 4 layups. Thank goodness they weren't making threes, and now it's a dogfight. But they're a very good basketball team. I thought our kids fought very hard. We did some nice things. Our free throw shooting obviously was a little lacked something to be desired. I think that'll come back. Glad to see PJ hit a couple of jump shots. He's been getting kind of a shooting slump. Hard-fought game. It's one of those games we look back at the end of the season, we're glad we won it, but I still using the same thing. I think we're very fortunate to be where we are while we continue to keep trying to get to improve and get better, and hopefully we continue to keep winning, while we are developing.
Questions for Coach? You talked about it on a night where there were struggles kind of in other areas. Just how promising was it to see the defensive effort and execution that y'all had?
Well, anytime you can hold a team that's shooting that well to 37%, 22% from 3, I think your kids are locked in defensively. I think we're getting our offensive rhythm now. We have a lot of guys been missing practice, and we got a lot of moving parts going on. Terrence practiced yesterday. Trent still is dealing with, I guess you call it a turf toe or something. It's challenging for him. But I like our effort. I like their body language. I thought that they were connected out there. I like to see us play a little better offensively. And I think at some point we'll do that. I thought they mixed their defenses up. They pressed us. They played some 3-2 zone. They played some man-to-man. I was a little surprised that they slowed the tempo down, because this team really likes to play up tempo. But I thought that they just wanted to shorten the possessions. They did a very good job during that period, though. I thought we were able to extend the lead with some good execution, but then we had the 4 bad possessions. That just says this, in ACC type of level of competition, you can't have those types of possessions where you're not playing intelligent basketball. We had 4 straight possessions, and what could have been a comfortable victory became a challenge for us down the end. We got 3 good stops, hit a couple free throws, another ACC blowout.
Leonard, the play after the timeout, you guys are up 2. Phil goes in. You had 2 guys crash through the glass. Terrence and Trent were both there for the tip-in. Are you sending guys to the glass in that situation more than normal, or is that just them?
Oh no, we had to go attack the offensive boards in that possession, because they were really doing a very good job of getting back. And we told them that if we missed a shot, we got to go get it. Hopefully, in a close game like that, come back and maybe run some more time off the clock. We're very fortunate. I thought the defensive stops, the blocks down, the challenges on the other end were huge, as well as those putback that he tipped in.
David scored in double digits 5 of the last 7 games. I mean, just
David, you can tell he plays with a little bit more maturity. He's a youngster that's a senior. He started for 3 years in another program, so he's a little more comfortable, a little more confident than my other guys who were in the second unit. I think that the talent I'm glad to see. I thought Raquan Gray played with a little bit more confidence tonight. We'd like to see. I think as the season moves on, you're going to see some of those other guys play with a little bit more confidence. David seems to be excited about getting in the moment. He's talking and communicating, and he's very decisive when he's on the court. He wants to drive, He's really making good plays. I think it's because of his experience.
you're always going to have a depth advantage against a team that plays 7 guys. But for David to do what he did, and also PJ to break out a little bit, Fee to give you what he did. I mean, they gave you some important plays, important moments when the game's kind of.
Well, that's kind of who we are right now. You know, we don't have anyone playing lights out where we can depend on someone on the team giving us 15, 20 points every night. We winning games by committee. We got a different group of guys stepping up every night. That's who we are right now. But what I like about this team is we can stay connected and keep getting better. I think you're going to see us get better and better as we go through the year.
Coach, free throws kind of kept Miami in the game. Was there something you could have done better defensively?
Yeah, they could have missed them. But no, you know, it was a very aggressive game. They do a very good job of attacking the basket, and we intended to push up on them so that they would have to drive and not be able to get the threes that they've been accustomed to getting. And so you give up something sometimes to get something. And I thought that we did bump them, and I thought we had some body contact while those guys were on the way to the basket. They made us pay by stepping up and making their free throws. And if you look at their free throw percentage, they have not been a high field goal percentage shooting team. I think they shoot something like 67 or something, somewhere under 70%. But tonight they shot very good free throws, and we kept putting them on the line. That's what ACC teams will do. Just when you think you haven't figured out, they come with another game plan for you. I think we were a little over aggressive. They knocked their free throw down, and there was a time when I think they made 10 free throws the first half. I mean, they'd only made a few baskets, 7 baskets. The first half they made 13 points from the free throw line. So that's ACC basketball. You just gotta be glad with victory. You gotta move on to the next one.
Leonard, the guys do a good job leading up to this game, not looking ahead.
We have not talked very much about the game on Saturday at all. We haven't earned the right to look ahead. You know, we haven't played well enough where we can be overly confident about anything. We realize who we are. You know, we're still clawing and scratching and clawing. Still have a lot of areas on the game we need to improve. We're realistic about where we are, and we're still learning and growing and connecting ourselves. We like this group. I just think that we're just gonna keep moving, making baby steps, and moving in the right direction.
That being said, what are you hoping to see from your team in 2 days at this Saturday?
We have to just be who we are. That's what I want to see. I want us to be the best FSU team we can be. I want us to execute offense and play lights out defense. You know, we're not going to change anything. You know, because everybody. There's one thing about an ACC. We have the #1 team coming in to play us on Saturday, and so you can say this is a big game. But every night you have an ACC opponent coming in, it's going to be a big game. It's going to be a big opponent and a big opponent, and you have to redirect that. So this is not. It's Duke this week. Next week it's going to be somebody else who's going to might not be quite as talented as Duke, but they're going to be a big game for us.
Speaking of which, game of course complete sellout. Students sold out for allotment tonight. What does it mean to you that this conference play starts? This place has been full already to see you guys.
Well, from a coaching standpoint, I have to really concentrate on what I can control, and as a staff, what we control as staff, not necessarily me, but as a staff, what we can control is our preparation and going out and being prepared to go play against another ACC team. We can't get caught up in anything else other than that. I mean, I'm glad that we have a full house. I'm glad that fans are excited. I hope they're excited about coming to see FSU.
Everybody else set?